Earlier I posted a review video of the QRF Towed Rapier kit in 15mm. This showed them up to assembly stage. But now I've completed and painted them. I built them for my Australian forces in Team Yankee. I thought it was a good time to go back and have a quick look at how they turned out. Let's just refresh your memory. This is the Rapier missile launcher portion of the kit. It's a 15mm metal kit from QRF, Quick Reaction Force. They're a small manufacturer in the UK with an interesting range. I bought these to see what they were like. As you can see, the parts look good. The Rapier missile shape is good and the parts are generally well cast. As well as the missiles and launch trailer, the kit includes generators and sights you can use as scatter terrain on a base. The Towed Rapier kits come with a ton of extras, like this blind fire radar. I did find a couple of quality control issues, but nothing that couldn't be fairly easily corrected. There's also a covered trailer that comes with the kit. I've suggested to the manufacturer that for wargamers some of these extras might be superfluous, but that's what currently comes with the kit. Some nice extras for the bits box, I guess. Here's where I'd gotten to in the previous video. The launcher and radar parts were assembled and I was experimenting with layout on a large base suitable for Team Yankee. I was very pleased with this kit. However, after assembly the project languished for some time in the basing and painting queues. The first step was to superglue the parts to the bases. I used 2 of the blind fire radars with just scatter terrain of sights and generators for the others. The figures are spare Australian infantry from Battlefront's NAM game. The guy placing a claymore mine turned out to be useful for manning the Rapier's sights. The basing material is thinned DAS modelling clay spread onto the base using popsicle sticks. The small rocks and scatter ballast are woodland scenics railway terrain. Once the basing was dry and primed in grey, it was time to base coat. The bases are painted Vallejo flat earth, while the figures and equipment have a base coat of Vallejo Russian uniform. The camouflage colours are US desert tan and black grey, also from Vallejo. These are a good match by eye for Ozcam's lustreless olive green, camouflage tan and camouflage black colours. Once all the base coats are complete, it's time to give everything a liberal wash with Citadel's Agrax Earthshade. This is usually the point when I think I've overdone it and ruined everything. This photo is a touch dark, but this wash stage does darken the colours considerably. Then a moderate dry brush of Vallejo Iraqi sand has been applied to define the edges of everything. The final step is to flock the bases. The flock I use is a mix of 3 different woodland scenics railway grasses mixed with a bit of brown ballast. This gives a nice mix of colours. The tufts are army painted jungle tufts. Everything was secured to the base using thinned PVA glue applied with a cheap paintbrush. I really find the mix of greens in the flock ties everything together on the base. Anyway, I'm not a great painter, but these are ready for the table. I think the QRF metal parts work fine. You do get a lot more stuff than you need for wargaming, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it somewhere. The main purpose of this quick look was to show the finished based and painted unit. I'm happy with them. Unfortunately, there aren't any rules for towed rapier in Team Yankee. Australian forces only get to borrow tracked rapier from the British. However, I've made an unofficial card for these. Feel free to use that if you want to field these with your Aussies. I'll put a link in the description below.